Just doing a little Instacart with my wife and my daughter. My wife is basically, you know how you have a troll doll for when you go bingo. My wife's troll doll, like a security blanket. Anyway, I said, you sure I go along? It's hot as the dickens out here. But I just wanted to speak a little bit about what I'm going to speak tonight about. Um, Basically, God's, you know, permissive will and His will. Basically, what God allows. He knows we're not perfect. He understands it. He's a very patient God. He will help you through the righteous things in between, what you do. But people have to understand where sin is, it's not like God can't be there, but He won't be. Just due to the fact He'll stand next, but He won't be where sin is. Sin He throws out. So He'll stand beside you, waiting with open arms. But He knows the past, present, future, so He allows certain things to happen to guide you in the right way, in the right direction. Even if it's a detour or something that you're going through and you have to get it to, like, the only way to learn. Like, for instance, some people go to jail because that's the only way God can reach them. Not like He wants you to do that or wants to allow it, but sometimes, to be honest, the charges can be a lot worse than what they are. If He gets a chance of grabbing a hold of you before then, and with that, people, don't know what other people do. So, in the midst of everything, they might not tell the other person the full truth that, hey, man, I was, they're not going to say it, but they could say, hey, God, please help me through this, and not knowing, hey, man, how'd that happen? How'd that happen? And instead of giving God the glory, they're like, I don't know, man, that was wild. But beforehand, they said, hey, hey, God, please, I need your help. But, God will listen to it if it's a true heart. So if you really mean it, He'll answer it. A lot of times it's not like the way we think. One time I asked for His help and I went to jail. And it was over something small. It wasn't, I think it was a traffic violation or a fine for a kid not going to school, whatever it was, I forget. But He put you in certain places so you can call Him. Because here's the thing, you have to put Him first. But He allows things to happen, and He allows you to go through things, not because He don't like you, but He needs you to be a stronger soldier for Him. And on top of that, so we can get out of the way. Because as far as me, if I put my 2 cents in, I just mess it up. It's sort of like darn if you do, darn if you don't kind of thing. So, with that being said, I do things the best I can, but then the rest I have to give to God. Because if I try to do it all myself, like, hey, God, I got this, He'll let you have it. But the only problem is, when you fall, you can't say, God, I thought you were there. The more you answer Him, the more your life will become easier. But it doesn't look like that in half of the time, because you got to go through battles, because you planted all these seeds. So in order to get them seeds dealt with, they need to be uprooted. Well, I don't know. I broke my leg, and that's why I'm talking about God, because He's the only one that's going to get me through this. I'm in the back seat of a car. I'll show you. See, I got a little bit of ice on my knee. I got to get an ultrasound done ASAP and a new CAT scan. I don't know if I need surgery or not yet. I'm praying to God that I don't, because one thing I know about surgeries is once they start a surgery on something and you have to get any kind of metal put in your body, it's not good. Plus, when they cut the nerves, that messes up everything. Because if you don't feel it, you don't know what it's doing. You only feel the part that the nerves ain't cut. So, what I know, learned from my experiences with this is, if you can avoid surgery, like I avoided one of my surgeries, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went to physical therapy, and that was carpal tunnel and tendonitis I had in my hands. See, if I would have had the surgery, I would have had a slit right up through here. But I, you know, did all the therapy. I know how to do it now, even if it would cramp up or anything on me. There's a way that you can massage your hand to keep your tendons separated so they don't crisscross. So I have a lot of experience, and the only reason I have a lot of experience, because I had a lot of downfalls. I had a lot of mistakes to where I was told I was a mistake. Hi, Karakeen, is that how you say it? Kill, and Fish Dig. Sorry, I get trapped in on my own talking because I'm trying to. Like I said earlier in a message yesterday, that I said, I didn't know what my calling was, but I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't make sense. But my calling is to talk to people and explain to them, hey, if you think your life is over, it's not. It's not. And the devil lies to us all the time. Every time he gets a chance, he likes just throwing everything in a freak. He likes to corrupt our mind. He likes to throw things in our mind that we wouldn't normally think of. Like this one guy said that I listened to. He said, "Are they your thoughts?" You see, you have to check yourself, because a lot of stuff we think, especially when intense moments are, they're irrational. How many times we say we're sorry because we don't know what we said? Okay, so he's just waiting just to manipulate the mind to say something or do something about something, and you're like, why am I doing that? That's why in the last day and age, it says consciences will be severed. That's why you see a lot of people doing it. It's like, why you do that? I don't know, I'm sorry. Even people killing people, why'd you do that? I don't know, he pissed me off, or I don't, they ain't got a rational explanation, and just like me, I made a lot of mistakes, and that's why I'm here to tell you that if you turn to God, I'm telling you, your life will get better. I know for a fact my life will get better the more I have God. The reason why it doesn't seem like it's getting better at times is because I take my eyes off of God. It's almost like the storm, when you're going through the storms in your relationships or whatever you have, work, whatever, keep your eyes focused on God, regardless what happens. Even if they come up to you and say you're fired, because God, if you really wanted that job, He can make it turn around.
All right, get off the line, please.
If that's where you're supposed to be.
Can I use it? I know I called Janie's dad.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get back tonight, guys. Watch me. It's 8 o'clock. I'll talk to you later. All right, love you guys. Be safe. God bless you.
Can I use it?
Yeah, I'm